Hello everyone, and we are back with another Last Cloudia video. My name is DK, and today we're going to be going over the newest shift unit that'll be dropping tomorrow morning. Yeah, at 4 a.m. I think is my time. 4 a.m. my time. This time change has really messed me up. We do have King Bradley dropping. He will be the second unit of the FMA collab, Full Metal Alchemist collab. Blah blah blah. We did have Shift Ed last week. Now we have King Bradley. He's looking really cool. This is the character that I'm looking forward to. The speculation was that he was going to be dark. I really just wanted a non-attribute attacker because it's been a while since we had a dual wield one. I believe the last one, can't remember. I think it was, oh, I forgot, Ardeen, right? I don't know. I could be totally freaking wrong. There's so many characters, and I'm right now I'm drawing a brain fart. But anyways, besides the point, I really wanted a non-attribute attacker, and so I was really hyped on that. But he's going to be dark, which is not a big deal. Darks are just as cool. But the sprite alone is what sold me. I love the character art. Besides the blood on the sword, I thought those were a really nice touch. The only other blood that's on a character is Levi on his cheek, but I mean, it looks like a speck of dirt, so not really. This guy just looks like a raw ass character, and that's what drew me in. Ed's still really good. I'm glad they let us try him out in the event. He's really solid, like I assumed he would be, because alchemy is just disgusting as hell. This unit doesn't come with alchemy though, which it's okay. I thought maybe they would have kind of had its own name, but it's totally fine. They decided to do something a little different. I have gone over the kit a little bit, but let's go ahead and dive into the video and see how he is.
さっさと終わらせるとしよう。くだらん。排除する。やれやれだ。
I like that.
愚か者めが。足りん。全くもって足りんぞ。
That is so clean. Like they did such a good job on that S4. Like that, this whole, where is it? Right here. That right there. That looks. That looks so clean, man. So he's gonna be a dual wield unit, which is really cool. The last dual wield unit we had that was dark, was I believe dark. Well, she wasn't dual wield specifically. Actually, we don't have any true dual wield dark unit. He will be our first. The last true dual wield unit was, I believe, S. Alice and then Levi. So it really kind of ties in with the collabs here, because I mean the last one was Levi for the collab, and now it's Bradley. So true dual wield is a really nice touch. And it's really interesting. So I'm a big fan of the design. I mean, look at that. That is just disgusting. Yeah, so they don't usually do dual wield on these videos, so that's going to be 12 hits. Now I don't think they added the hits because he does have a trait where he adds additional hits. They haven't added the hits here yet, so we'll talk about that here too. And then 16 hits on this, which is very nice. So 32 hits on that S3. It looks like the speed on all of the attacks are pretty good. 50 hits. I'm glad they're, like I said, I'm glad they're increasing the hit count on the S4s because before they were kind of low. So the trait one, we do have Wrath of Furious. So skill and special damage is 50% and damage cap is 15k. So what I really like about this is that, and I started to notice that when I'm playing Maze, I'm doing things a little differently. So I actually really do like when special damage is included with the skill damage. So this alone is really awesome, just because sometimes in Maze, if you're trying to do something specific, the special damage does play effect. So I'm starting to appreciate it a lot more on the S4s. Not as much in multiplayer, right? Because everybody has their own builds. But damage cap plus 15k on that, no condition, which is very nice. We have 2 swords equipped, so it looks like he is tied to 2 swords when using him. So we do have plenty of swords, especially some dark ones that we have. So that's not going to be an issue. I'm sure his paid weapon is going to be a dark weapon as well. I'm excited to see what's going to be on that. Maybe something really neat. So we have used 5% of max MP and give skills extra attack. So basically, just like the way Sharp Eyes works, anything that uses MP for additional physical damage, stuff like that, we're using 5% of the max MP. So therefore, you would want to make sure that you have high MP on this unit so that you can utilize these extra hits. So S1, you get 2 extra hits. S2, you get 4 hits, and S3, you have 6 hits. So I don't really see as long as you build the MP correctly, I don't see this diminishing. Also making him, I don't know if he comes with Goddess Kiss, we'll go over that in a second, but if he doesn't come with Goddess Kiss, making him a Goddess Kiss proccing machine would definitely help you maintain your MP as well. So really nice. I love that they incorporated the extra hits, especially as already a dual wield unit. So that won me over. Trait 1 is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me on that one. Anything with additional hits like that is going to be awesome. We have S2. We have the trait 2. We have Ultimate Eye. When attacking an enemy, nullify enemy evade effects. So that's pretty cool. It's not, I don't really think it's trait worthy, but I mean, I guess, not a lot of enemies have evade effects. I don't know. It seems it's a little niche, right? It's a little niche. I think maybe arena. That's where you might utilize that a little bit more. But being part of it's such a small trait already. I'm looking at this, and then chance to evade physical and magic attacks taken. When so we don't know. Usually that's like a 10% chance. If they surprisingly make it something crazier, that'd be really cool. But I'm just gonna assume it's a 10% chance, which again is not that great. But usually when it's on a trait, I would assume it'd probably be a little bit higher. So we're not going to assume too bad about this yet until we know the actual percentage of this. It could be really high, which it could be really good, right? We also have when unit evades, you give the next skill use a damage 30% and a damage cap 6k buff. Okay, so it's a buff. I guess it activates when the skill. Okay, so it's a full skill to completion is what I'm guessing, and then the buff disappears. It's a little for someone who's new, it's a little wording's a little off, but I'm gonna assume because it's a skill completed, the buff wears off, stuff like that. Usually buffs have an icon. I'm curious to see if that buff is continuous. 40 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. We don't know yet. Or it could just end after that skill. We'll nail all that stuff out when he actually drops. So we can go ahead and move on to his skill 1. What rubbish. We have instantly closing the gap for a medium area combo attack, which is very nice. We always like instant gap closers. So I believe that one is, let me see here. That one is 6 hits. So additional 5% will give you an extra 2 hits. That will put that at 8, which is very nice. Now let's look at that animation real quick. Very fast. So, it actually looks really fast. So possibly as fast as maybe Adele's maybe a little bit faster. Maybe it could be the speed of Kwaku. I don't know. Kwaku's pretty fast S1. But it's still really fast. 7 hits, pretty decent damage cap. It's definitely good. We have frontal area, flashing breakthrough, dark combo attack. Now that one, let's look at that one more time. This one is... Yes. Okay. So it looks like it goes through multiple enemies depending on. So if there's one in front, one behind, he'll go through all of them and do. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really do like that. It looks also fast. A lot of these are kind of like dashing and moves behind enemy for medium. So yeah, it could proc like backstab and surprise attack. So really neat. I'm sorry. That's skill 2. Sorry, skill 3. Move behind an enemy for a medium area combo attack. Now that one is it's very similar. Let me see. It looks like it would proc a backstab. So it definitely can help you out. Yeah, see, we got... Possibly. It looks like it's front facing, so it just depends on what he has aggro on. So yeah, so everything looks pretty quick. I don't see too many slow animations here, so that could definitely be a plus. For special, you're a full. We have powerful dark combo attack to one enemy. That's fine. We've had a lot of single attackers, right? Single target enemy S4s, so it's nothing new here. 50 hits though, pretty nice. No additional hits on the S4. No, it's dual wield, so no, that will be. Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. Damn, that's actually pretty good. So let's see here. Let's see here. So going on to skills, we have his charisma. We have a charisma. So we'll stack with animas, of course. All allies, dark damage, plus 15%. All human type allies get an STR defense, INT, MND, and MND plus 10%. Really okay. So it's not a buff, so that's really nice. Because it'll be his own little icon. While unit is alive, doesn't stack with other charismas. Okay. This is decent. This is decent. Honestly, not bad. Probably wouldn't use it, to be totally honest. With other charismas out there that are a lot better. So I mean, if this is the only charisma you have, of course, this is great. This is a great charisma. And all they have to do is have human types. So really nice. The next thing we have is Furious. When unit has a debuff, physical attack damage plus 20%. And then we have when taking an attack, chance to give the unit rage. When unit has rage, physical attack damage cap plus 5k, boosts movement speed. So that's pretty cool. Rage is okay. I do like rage. I think, what is it, 20% to SCR and then like a negative to, I think, negative 20 to defense. I can't remember. I rarely use rage. It's only on a couple of units. I think Aaron, and then I believe it's a teachable some sort. Wrath, I think, is what it's called. I don't remember. It's something I don't use. So but it's still interesting that's on a unit. It is conditional, so the only way that you are going to get this is that you're going to get the damage cap. But it looks like it's not like a, you can't click it off and on maybe. So when taking an attack, you have a chance to get the rage. So I mean, you don't really have a choice much if it isn't, if it's just an actual, you know, skill. Let's see. You might be able to turn it off though, but I mean, why would you, right? It's not going to be that big of a deal. Honestly, the only problem I could think of is that he is a little squishy. A lot of these trill dual wield units are pretty squishy. As you can see here, I don't see anything really with defense. I don't see any kind of defensive measures on this kit. So unfortunately, unless he's stacked with some pretty decent defense in M&D, this unit could be kind of like on the same level of defense as Yuri. So like I said, we won't know until the unit drops later on tomorrow morning. We have Ouroboros Mark. You have 20 seconds after incapacitation. Use 20% of max MP to auto revive. This is actually pretty cool. Something unique, niche as hell, but it's cool. 20 seconds is a long time. But I honestly don't see him dying that much, depending on how you build him, because most people don't want to, you know, I wouldn't want to wait 20 seconds for a revive in like multiplayer. So for niche situations, this is definitely interesting. It's definitely unique, so I'll give him that 100%, and only requires 20% of max MP to use the auto revive. Really cool. We have Superhuman. We have each sword equipped STR 25%. Physical attack damage is plus 3k. So for each sword, he's going to use 2 swords. You get 50% to SCR and a 6k cap. And then 2 swords equipped, we get when physical attacking, defense minus 15% and deal damage. So a piercing effect, which is very nice. So this is actually a really good skill right here. I love this thing. And this is great. I love how a lot of this is like really original, unique stuff here. When physically attacking an enemy near death, damage plus 30%, low chance to instant kill. That's cool. We always like instant kills. It is a low chance though, kind of like Death God. So pretty cool. What I do like about this though, and this is something I thought about, is that normally when you get to the near death of a boss or something, they like to throw out some kind of buff. Depending on if you're running like fast brave or, you know, fast skills, you know, they tend to run out after 40 seconds if you're fighting the boss. Once that kind of dissipates, you really, unless you have somebody supporting you, then you really don't have anything to buff you. So what I like about this one is that when an enemy's near death, it will give you that extra 30% to help you clear, just in case the boss does get some kind of buff at towards the end of battle. This is definitely something really cool for PvE. So really nice. Also, I could definitely see this being somewhat useful in PvP, and attacking an enemy. So interesting. Dark WP weak point breakthrough 2 when hitting an attribute weakness with dark cap 1500 when only one weapon is equipped, damage cap plus 3k. I don't recommend at any point in time that you use single wield on this unit, so you can just scratch that. I don't even know why that's even in here, but the reason why that is in there, because it looks like it will be some kind of teachable later on possibly a UR or LR arc, so that you could use this for, like, let's say Thouser. This would work. You know, he'll get an extra 3k cap. So really cool. Single wield melee, Christus melees. They can use that as well. I mean, that it's just going to be a universal skill in the future. For skills, we do have attack up max. We have heroism 2, we have fighting spirit max, critical 3. We always love to see that huge SC save. Advanced aim battles, proud force, human buster, great for arena. Special boost, illusion, grand auto brave, which is 35% to SCR. And it's going to be auto, so it's continuous. We also do have auto haste, and that's going to be great because it's too expensive to purchase on your own. Fury 2, Awaken 2, which is absolutely great for survivability. Quick trigger, which means you're going to start off with one random SCT stock. We have Blessed Speed, great because it's expensive. Piercing, really good. It looks like it's going to stack with your, what is that called? Superhuman. We have Parry, which I actually don't remember what Parry means. It's something I don't really see too often. We also have True Dual Wield, Sword High Boost, Sword Mega Boost, Dark Drive, Dark High Drive, Dark Critical Raise, Dark Attack Raise 3, Ultimate Boost 3, and Combo Master 2. Now, overall, I really like this kit. I do like how he... Oh, wait, where's that Dark Mega? Because it's on the arc, right? They did it again, boys. Oh, man. So, yeah, the Dark Mega Drive will be on the arc if you want to stack it. You know, honestly, to be totally honest, whenever they do that, I kind of tend to rarely use the Mega Drive unless I do pull dupes of the unit because it's just too expensive. You know, 15 SC for a Mega Drive for 3K cap it's pretty pricey for what you get. You know, I just feel like especially for him, the only reason why I say anything when I say pricey, I mean because he could potentially be kind of a squishy unit. So therefore, I'd rather spend the 15 SC on some kind of defensive measures than an extra 3K. And longevity is something that I prefer more than just like dying and then possibly waiting for that 20 seconds of incapacitation, missing out on the battle, yada yada yada. So just going back to Parry real quick. For Parry, when that's equipped, when you equip to the sword, 50% chance of minus 40% critical damage received. So that's what that one is. So overall, he's pretty close. Honestly, fully enabled with like all with our enablers, he could be hitting like around a little over close to 70k, maybe, or maybe even higher. Honestly, on True Dual Wield, which is really cool. So yeah, this unit's actually, and the special with True Dual Wield, that's gonna be a lot of fun, right? Yeah, so cool. Like I said, we don't have a lot of True Dual Wield units, so whenever we do get them, they are something kind of special because they're just fun to use. Levi was a blast to use. Well, there's 3 Alices, but just Alice, the recent anniversary Alice was a lot of fun as well. She's a big nuker for the special damage. So really cool unit. I like the kit. There's not too many gripes with it, minus the Dark Mega Drive. Other than that, just him being so big and brute looking and just mean. I just don't understand why he didn't come with like some kind of a high protection or high fort, something like that. Just something to back him up with his defense. So hopefully when he drops, he won't be. He'll have a high defense and a high M&D or something like that to help him out. Or this is kind of a long shot, but it's possible his weapons actually come with the defensive measures. So that's something that to really consider for the future, that those weapons could have that. Honestly, I bet you anything that boots will have like high protection on it or something. I bet you anything. Like what else would you put on it, right? Or would they put on like additional Slayer damage or something like that? I don't know. These paids are pretty neat. They do some pretty cool stuff with the paids, honestly. For the new arc, we have what the hell's the name of this thing? You see arc trait. Oh, it hasn't popped up yet. Father and the Homunculi. We have dark skill damage 35% already. That's really cool, right? Especially for a new player, getting 35% to skill damage right off the bat on an arc trait is really nice. Creature type only, gradually restore HP and MP. For each living creature type ally, you get dark damage cap plus 500, and then at max at 2k, which is really neat on an LRR. I think that might be, it's a condition, but it's you can easily fix this by attaching creature mimic to all your allies, and then the person getting the arc, using the arc will get an extra 2k cap, which is not bad. General UR arcs are around 3k additional cap, so 2k is not bad at all. 35% skill damage. Overall, a decent arc for a new player. Even me, for people who play maze or try to do certain niche situations, this arc would work really well for a dark fight. So for learnable skills, we do have I wish to become a perfect being, When using special, give unit a physical attack damage 20% buff. So I'm guessing that's gonna be like 40 seconds, right? So in a situation where you do need it, it's possible. Honestly, I don't think this guy's gonna have any trouble capping. There should be no real reason to have this on the unit. He has plenty of percentages and SCR to back him up, especially with the 50% that he gets from using 2 swords. So really cool. We have created life. Get creature type when close to death, very greatly restore HP. That's actually really cool. The only thing is with that is it works great for PvE. PvP might be an issue if you are running. He doesn't have any Slayer protection. So if someone's running Human Slayer, he will suffer. If you're running this for survivability, if someone's running Brute Slayer, he will be affected as well. A lot of units do come with Brute Slayer innate, so it potentially could screw you over in the end trying to use this for a reviving mechanic. So PvE, great. PvP could be kind of risky. Dark Mega Drive, of course, this is solid. Why it's on a an LR arc, it's just kind of how they roll. We have Dark Physical Attack and Special Damage plus 30%, and Dark Physical Attack Special Damage 2k. Honestly, getting the unit or the arc is going to be great. The arc is always great to get because a lot of this stuff is collab specific. You won't see it at all on URs or SSRs in the future, or even other LRs from other collabs. So trying to snag the LR is kind of important, but again, it's 15 SC for Dark Mega Drive, so it's a little pricey. I feel like it's more for when you add dupes. So Bradley is like your main dark unit, and you have your God Prisms. Putting him to like 100, 110 would be nice. It would be great. I think, yeah, so we'll probably get like 3 prisms for this one, which is pretty good. So he'll be at 96. So if you get like a couple more dupes, I feel like as long as if you're gonna throw your prisms on him, then Dark Mega Drive is gonna be great. I wouldn't worry about it too much. He also does come with illness, resist, MP up max, blood force, really good. Not really good. I don't know if I'm saying that. It's just the basic things. Arc those. Nice. All right, cool. So the last thing we have here is the 100% Arkia reward. The Dwarf in a Flask. It's an accessory, rarity 6, no attribute. So when defeating an enemy, restore 15% HP. And then we have give unit SCR 30% buff. So that's when defeating an enemy. That's pretty cool. I know it won't be it won't be its own icon. I know that. So it will probably just be the, what is it called? The Brave buff. So if a unit doesn't have Brave, this is pretty cool. It's a niche in its own way. Or Grand Brave. I mean, honestly, this is better than Brave. So yeah, this is actually a pretty cool accessory. I do like it. We have HP 400, great. SCR 60, INT 30, no attribute resistance or ailments resistance, really good. This is not a bad AER, honestly. You could possibly save some potential SC with Auto Brave, or if you're using Fast Brave, this will have something more continuous. It just says when defeating an enemy. So I'm guessing, and the buff is usually 40 seconds. So as long as you continue to kill something, you should maintain that 30% buff, and restore 15% HP. That's actually not bad at all. I do kind of like that. Pretty cool. PvE, definitely great. PvP, it's definitely usable as well. Again, people use fast braves, so it's not really that big of a deal. Matches usually don't last more than 25 to 30 seconds, so usually your stats won't diminish. So still really cool though. But other than that, damn, it's a great looking character. I'm still worried about his survivability on his defense and his defensive side. Other than that, really good, solid unit. Look at such a cool art, man. I really hope I get both. Just because Dark Mega Drive, I have my dark. I like my dark unit, so most of them already come with Mega Drive, so I won't really need it too much. Of course he will though, and of course I'll probably want to put it on him for like the future if I pull dupes or something. Right, over here getting ahead of myself. Artwork on the arc is great too. So yeah, both character and art are great. I don't have any issues with them, especially for newer players on that arc trait. If you if you don't, if you're trying to debate on who you're gonna pick out of the two when both are released, that's great. You know, out of the two, you know, Alchemy's just so damn good. I still think Ed is definitely one of the better picks just because of starting off the game and, you know, building SCT. Alchemy is just so damn good. You just can't shit on Alchemy like that. It's just too damn good. I think they're both great, but I really like Ed's layout more. But overall, my favorite out of the collab is going to be him. It's basically what you need for your roster, right? That's what you need to think about when you're looking for these characters, right? So I think he's great. I think the arc's great. I think this is a definitely not chaseable, but definitely really cool if you get it. Probably going to do step up tickets, maybe like a pool or two, and see how that goes. But guys, that's actually all I have for today. So I hope today's information was a little bit of help. I know like a lot of you guys are excited. Like, who gives a shit how good he is? It's Bradley, and I'm going for him, and I get that, right? Go for your favorites. That's the way I look at things. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Drop comments in the below. You guys know I answer within a couple days, or shit that day. Who knows? But guys, yeah, you guys have a great night. Be safe. Good luck to everybody pulling, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.